As you can see, it's still raining. It hasn't stopped since I got home. And the chores just keep on growing. They don't care that it's raining, so... I have a problem. This is the problem. We planted this raised garden bed. I'm hoping you guys don't get wet here, but forgive me in advance. We planted this raised garden bed. We've severely overplanted it, and we've learned a lot from doing this, but nothing worked out. Let's just say nothing worked out how we thought it was going to work out. The tomatoes, even though we pruned them, we still planted them too close together. The flowers are the best thing that's grown for us in this garden at the moment. Although actually, in saying that, everything's grown really great. It's just that we've planted everything way too close together and everything's getting a little bit out of control. It was a bad idea from the get-go because we have these tomatoes in the background here, but we've also got an electric fence going. We've got an electric fence going along the back here as well. Let's get out of this rain. So what we need to do is, what do you think we should do? We're going to try and save what tomatoes we've got left. Then we are going to completely strip this bed down and turn it into a berry bed. This wind, how good is it for the audio? So good. I'm going to see if I can get footage of down here actually. That doesn't even do it justice. As I was saying before, what we're going to do is strip that bed down. Once all those tomatoes have ripened, we're going to try and prune back, tie up what tomatoes are there, because that's about the only thing that's keeping that garden from being completely stripped at the moment. And we're going to get the mulberries, the blueberries and everything out of the berry tunnel, which is just over here, and break that whole berry tunnel down. We're going to break that whole berry tunnel down and put everything that's in it in that bed over here on the other side of the house. One, it's going to get more attention over here. Two, the soil is more well drained, I think, and because one of the things that made me think about this was we have a mulberry seedling over here that we took as a cutting off our mulberry tree over in the berry tunnel. The one in the raised garden bed over here, the one in the raised garden bed is doing way better, super green, and the one over in the berry tunnel is like brown and yellow, and it looks like it's dying off. So I know the ground over there is super rock hard. When I was digging the holes, I needed to use a crowbar to dig the holes. That's how hard the ground was. In hindsight, we probably should have done a little bit more research in what ground was needed to plant those things out. We did put a premium potting mix in the bottom base of the holes in that, but still doesn't help that the whole ground around it is as hard as a rock. We're sort of struggling with the wind, weather, rain at the moment, so everything's been quite difficult. But I just wanted to show you one of the things that I really like in this garden is that we've got all this nice green stuff here right next to the chickens, right? So anything that like this, look, check out the size of these spinach leaves, sorry. I know it's obviously way too big here, but I'll tell you what, whatever does we don't eat goes straight over there, and those girls love. So, you liking that green stuff, Lucy? You're all quiet now because you're on camera. Come on, tell us a story. But yeah, everything we don't use. So this is the little mulberry twigs or whatever you call them here that are doing absolutely wonderful. And I'll go over in a second and I'll show you a shot. I might place the thing right here of all the other one that's not doing so well over in the other berry tunnel. This is all lettuce that's bolted. It's been a bit of a how's you going. We wasn't expecting any of this crazy rain, but these are just getting smashed by bugs. So there's a head growing there of cabbage, but as you can see, it's getting absolutely demolished by bugs. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get anything out of that. The onions are doing pretty shocking. It's basically, we planted this bed, we got calves, and this bed went to the wayside. We just didn't prioritize it, but there is stuff going on in here. It just needs some major attention if we're going to get anything out of it. We've got all this flooded water down here that's not doing our pumpkins any justice. Megan here. Hey Megan. Surprise camera bomb. How pregnant are you now, Megan?
34 weeks.
34 weeks. Not long left?
No. It feels like forever, but no.
Yeah. I got one more time away before the baby's born. And then 10 weeks off. And in 10 weeks we'll get a gajillion jobs done, hopefully. No, we won't. We'll have a new baby to deal with. Let's go through what we're doing. So what are we using here?
Stockings.
We're using stockings as what? As tie-up points.
Yeah.
So why do we use stockings?
They're a little bit more gentle on the
Oh yeah, the base of it,
stems.
yeah. Opposed to using steel or something like that.
Yeah, like we used to use like, what are those little ties called?
Oh, they're little green ties.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get those little green ties that you get in a roll of like 100 meters and you just snip it off, but some old stockings, I guess, is easier on the plant. So it's out of control. This garden is insanely out of control. There's so much fruit on there happening. Like that is one thing, that these Roma tomatoes are pretty forgiving like that, eh? They do fruit an awful lot.
Yeah.
And you don't have to really do a whole lot to them, but this weather's sort of thrown a massive spanner in the works, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you want
last
to
year
tie this
we
on?
had to sea sail quite a bit, so I guess
Yeah.
the rain's been good in that sense because we haven't had to sea sail.
Yeah. It's pretty flowers.
Is there any others? Do you want me to try and tie that up? Oh, that one was pretty too.
Yeah. Well, I think we should probably,
Tie that up.
well, we did start to tie it up. I don't know what happened. See, it tied it up down there. A lot of that fruit's all these rotted bits of fruit. Who knows? What's that from, Dal?
Too much water.
Too much water. Well, I guess I could have told you that. There's been way too much water. There's another one.
I think we've watered this garden like 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, those are ripe tomatoes.
Yep. Just throwing them over there. That one. Oh yeah. One good one. Oh, there's that one at the back. That one there. It's a good one.
Just hope there's no caterpillars living in it.
I don't reckon. It's good. 2 tomatoes. Hooray. There's a bit going on here, eh? You want to tie that one up? Having this as a berry tunnel, it's gonna, as a berry bed, I guess you could say, would be, it's gonna stop it from grounding out the electric fence at the back there, as I said earlier. It'll be, look at this is insane, the water here. It's draining out down the back of the bed there. we are going to get a little bit out of it, but this rain I don't think did us any favours. Look at all that fruit on that. Can we tie that up somehow? It's not ideal, but you live and learn, right? Tonight we'll be moving all the flock out the back in with these girls, so we're consolidating one of those chores. So we've got 2 lots of chickens at the moment, some in the back stationary coop, and the girls and Lucy the goose in the front paddock here. We're going to put everyone in here. There's enough room in the coop there for everyone, so these other girls hopefully will get along. So the plan will be tonight we consolidate them, because it's always better to consolidate flocks at night time rather than in the day, so that way they wake up all in the coop together, and then they just seems it's a lot smoother transition rather than try and chuck them all in there in the middle of the day and they figure out who's the boss and who's not. I guess this was a little bit of an update on what we're going to do with this garden bed and all the mistakes we made with it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.